early American Philadelphia is cheesesteak, pretzels, and water ice. The city's reputation as a melting pot really stretches back.
What's up? We're getting ready to go check out the Liberty Bell. She disappeared. There she is. She's live on the old Book of Faces.
Alright, you guys. Okay. So, everybody knows me. Knows what I'm like in person. So, this is what we're gonna do. Y'all gonna stay right here a minute and watch.
Uh-oh. She's trying on an outfit. What is she doing? They got outfits you can try on, people. She don't normally go outside the comfort zone of just chillaxing, and this is gonna be crazy. Hey, you should dress like that all the time. Somebody screenshot that shit for me at home.
They got more options. I think I would have been hung as a witch back in the day.
Probably. It's all the beauty marks. Oh, they got all kinds of outfits. I don't think they got... Well, I guess Ben Franklin was kind of fat. They might have one that fits me. Yeah, we're walking around Philly, checking out different places, doing different things. Definitely gonna try a real Philly cheesesteak. What's everybody out there doing in Chatland? Went and checked out an amazing dispensary on the way here. Met an awesome fella, freedom fighter. Going to be joining a really, really special program. Going to be talking about that and inviting a couple groups up. And I think I'm going to be stirring some shit. Did I miss one?
No, I was trying to find like a male outfit, but they didn't have pants for it, so I was just showing off a couple options.
They ain't got any fat man clothes?
No, unless you want to try this dress on.
No, I'm good. I ain't putting on no dress. All right, here she goes. She's got another outfit, you guys. We'll wait for the big. There you go. There's Jessica as the 1800s housewife. They were supposed to be loose. They didn't wear them tight.
Well,
they were supposed to be plain.
Like a frumpet.
Exactly. You're supposed to be a frumpet. You weren't supposed to show off your curves and whatnot.
Then why is this so well cut?
Because they were, I don't know, didn't they have like big floofy things underneath of them to make them...
They were smart. They had them comfortable.
Yeah, they had them comfortable. It was definitely warm. No air conditioning.
That's true. It's warm today.
And wool. Lots of wool.
Alright guys, that's enough of calling me dressed up. You couldn't get that translated? No, Gary, I'm in the Independence Hall Visitor Center.
Yeah, don't forget to double tap the screen. We're getting ready to go for a walk. If you guys want to see me climb the stairs to go to the Rocky statue, we're discussing it. I will do my best.
You're gonna have your own Rocky moment trying to get up that.
Yeah, we're gonna have my own Rocky moment. I'm gonna play the song. We're gonna try to do a donation, get my fat ass up the Rocky steps. Had about a 40-minute seizure this morning. It was pretty bad. After meeting Joe yesterday, we've decided to cut the trip in half and do it in 2 parts.
Basically, they want you to do a whatchamacallit, like trace over it, but we don't need to trace over it. That's for like kids and stuff.
Oh. I'd like my own copy. Can you get your own copy from the thing?
Of that?
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get one online just as easily.
Okay.
Probably.
Probably cheaper.
Yeah, remember? We're on a budget.
We're on a budget, but she did let me buy a cool keychain. It's a fidget keychain. She put it on my emergency pill thing. Here, I'll show you. This is my emergency seizure meds. But look at this keychain. It's colorful, and you hit it and it spins. It spins. Can we show them?
Yeah, I can't really.
All right, here, trading phones.
Trade it.
All right, here you go. All right, here you go. Here's my seizure meds.
What's up?
And
We traded
here's
for momentarily.
the keychain. You hit it and it spins and it's colorful.
Show off mine.
Here's her that. And then here's the keychain I got her. It's got pretty gold stuff on it in the bell. All right, we're switching. She's live on Facebook. I'm live on YouTube. We're headed towards Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell. I've got more exercise in the past like 2 weeks than I have in forever. There's literally thousands of people outside walking. It's warm. But there's a lot of places to sit down. I'm drinking Rain mountain water.
Look at that. Snap a photo, okay.
We're gonna take a photo with Ben Franklin.
But we'll just have to call it.
I got my other phone.
Have you?
Bring 2 phones. All right, we're gonna show you guys. There's Ben Franklin. Jessica up there with Ben Franklin. She's gonna show you. Hi guys on Facebook. How are you? We're having fun.
Turn right onto Market Street.
This is giving me directions to the Liberty Bell. Now, me being me, I might do something funny. All right, there you go. Huh? All right, I have to keep it PG, she said. She said I can't be naughty. All right, we're gonna go over here. We did get some cool pennies.
Here's that a photo. Where's the... Wait.
Nope. Go ahead. You can get up there. You don't want to? Not? No problem. All right.
Good thing it's over the water.
Huh?
Good thing it's over the water.
Why?
Because I fucking dropped it and the cap opened. Here,
Yours?
Yeah.
Oh. In my pocket.
Oh.
All right, we're on our mission to wherever the GPS takes us. It is bright and warm outside. You guys want to see the view? There is a protest.
I think it's a National Day of Prayer. I'm not sure what that's about, but
Look at all of the beautiful architecture.
apparently it's an annual every.
Yep.
The Lord says what He says, then we repeat what God says. Amen. And so I wrote my prayer today, this morning, because I really wanted to iterate what the Holy Spirit said to me. He says, I'm going to read it as I wrote it, and then I'm going to pray. As I was preparing my heart for the Holy Spirit to make a deposit this morning, He reminded me that we were in the month of Adar. Try associating that month with fire.
My shit stopped.
You stopped working?
Yeah. That's okay. I'll put the shit down. I'll get pictures and stuff later.
Hey, look, how much are these bikes?
Oh, probably a fuck ton.
We looked at one town for ride bikes. It was like $30 for
2 hours.
2 hours.
I don't know. It doesn't have a price. Well, it says open your camera app and scan like QR code to use the app and use it to get started. You purchase the pass. I'm out of shape. There ain't no way I'm riding a bike. I mean, you can
This is
try.
electric. You don't even have to do nothing. You just turn the thing and it propels you down the road. We can walk. All right, we were going to cheat and ride electric bikes. They even have baskets for our phones and stuff.
Yeah, but this motherfucker needs to stay healthy, so he's
Yes.
walking.
I need exercise. All right, let's see what the GPS says. In the shade. Super fun and exciting. Not knowing where you're at and not having a map.
Don't let him fool you guys. It's not super exciting. It's giving him anxiety to hell. I'm the I don't plan, we just go with the flow kind of person. But he does do a little planning. Yeah, you guys better come.
Don't even.
Come on.
Turn right onto Market Street.
I believe so.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure. Pay attention, be safe around. All right, we're gonna show you what this stupid map shows me. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Whoa. Guys, he's trying to get fucking killed.
See, it keeps spinning me around. It says follow the arrow. I don't know where the hell I'm going. It keeps spinning me around. It says 300 feet. And now it's turning me around and it's pointing me that way. See, this motherfucker.
She's like, got a second.
And then when I go over to this corner, it turns me back around. You see that? That's why I don't know where I'm going. Google Maps doesn't tell you shit. I'm guessing I need to go that way. Anybody in chat have any idea where the hell I'm going?
I'm gonna figure it out. You just sit there and relax.
I'll just sit here and be pretty and warm.
Okay.
All right, so we're going this way.
That way, and that way. You actually have to be on the other side of the street.
All right, where's the button to go that way?
I don't think there is one.
But look, there's a yo sign over here. It says wait 9 seconds. I think that feller was in a hurry. Did you see that?
Yeah, I will, DB. I'll message you when I can.
All right, we can go. Oh, now I see chat.
You're gonna be walking around somebody's picture?
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Well, there's no really sidewalk.
I know, we're just gonna not get hit by traffic, okay?
Okay, I made it.
Alright.
It says Liberty Bell's that way.
Yeah.
It's nice in here. Can we look at this?
Yeah, let's go look at it.
This is a nice shady spot. Pirate Dredger, what's up? Say hi.
Hi.
About to be Philadelphia Police Department. All right, we're gonna get safe, everybody. Now I can see the comments. Oh, what's up, bud?
Bud to the shore.
Yep.
Hi.
Someone's listening to Terry. You want to hold that?
Yeah. I was trying to go live on Facebook. I was doing it for a little bit, but then it just, my phone cut out. You know, I don't know if you feel this or if the people who live in this city feel this, but like, I'm sitting in the middle of fucking history right now.
Right?
Like, it feels momentous. It feels extraordinary, actually.
Like when we were by that cemetery
Yeah.
where all the people from the Civil War and the War of 1812, and then when we were walking by where they had that giant World War II gun,
Yeah.
and then it's like the beginning of America when we were standing there at the first landing spot, and all the different places where
Like, the first
place where there was people,
Yeah.
the first crackers.
The first saltines.
It's amazing to think.
Let's see, how do you turn that around so I don't show my crazy hair, but look. They've got this nice little beautiful park area here. Over there is the visitor center. And I believe the Liberty Bell is over there somewhere.
Right over there.
Hold up for a minute. Which ones do you need? Your alarm went off.
I have to take my seizure meds,
The
topiramate, and I need a cycle.
Okay. Oh, you crap.
But I would like to see what all the names are in the soldiers.
Yeah. Where's Donald when I need him?
How'd you pop the?
Because I popped it. Like, it wasn't coming off. And my muscle strength ripped the fucking thing off the chain, but not open the fucking container, so.
All right, so now I get to scroll back because it wasn't showing me any comments until we got here. All right, so we got Shane Pethero, Telka Detector, DB. DB says, damn it, I've been worried about you. Renee. Jericho, check your text. That phone is in the car, DB. I will check it. This morning, I had a bit of a bad morning. I had to take some doubled meds.
Yeah.
She had to double my meds. We had to cut off
Maine.
half the trip. Maine, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, for medically necessity. She vetoed my Jessica and Joe vetoed my
Maine trip. Not going to
my
get into it
extended.
right now,
Yeah,
but-
we aren't going to get into it right now, but I was vetoed for health reasons. I'm okay. It's just there's issues going on, and
He doesn't like to take care of himself, so the other people have to.
but we'll be all right. Can't wait till tomorrow. I get to go see the White House. I get to go see the Lincoln Monument. I get to go see the building that I call the Giant Penis. I get to go see. What else we get to go see tomorrow?
It's gonna be
the museum,
the Washington Mall, or the mall.
The mall.
is what it's called. And it's gonna be a bunch of museums and stuff, and that's where I need to get the pictures.
Yeah, we're gonna go take pictures for her Fallout stuff.
Yeah.
Love you too, Renee. Yes, DB, it is because they are my friends. I consider them family. Because I am right here.
It broke off. And then I couldn't open it. Like, you needed to be here.
Yep. But yeah, we're gonna definitely, we got some plans in the works to make some stuff happen. Get some appointments going. Make some better things happen.
I don't even know how I managed to do that.
But we're chiefing in Philly. It's fun. We're going to head to the Liberty Bell. That's Jessica, not Crystal. But Crystal did chime in on the teaching her how to do the meds.
Yep. But we're gonna go BC and Crystal.
That's that. Well, we'll be at Crystal's Friday night, Saturday morning.
Your twin. Yo, what's good, beautiful people? Not much. What's good with you?
It's warm.
Met you guys in the resorts. Oh, hey!
What's up? We met this fella in the resorts. He's awesome.
Yeah, here you go.
We are now in Philly. We went up to New York. We got an awesome story for you guys. When I tell you guys I know people everywhere, I have proof. She just happened to be recording, and I call it the seven degrees of Kevin Bacon. It's actually the 6 degrees or 6 degrees of separation to Kevin Bacon. I'm doing all right now. But I definitely have proof that I know people everywhere. It's going to be a funny video. We'll be putting that out tonight when we get rolling again. Over 1,000 miles away from home.
All right. This message goes out to DB and Renee. He's not driving. He hasn't been for days. Okay, so I'm gonna take care of him, and we're gonna make sure everything's all good. I just want everybody in the chat to know he's getting taken care of. He's getting his meds. He's getting sleep. He's not crashing out. He's being have. He's definitely being have.
And I'm not driving. And my chewed tobacco has been cut down to about 3 pieces a day.
And he only has 1 left, and he's not getting any more after that.
And I'm quitting after this can is done. And DB says that. I have to go. I want to keep this can.
Well, yeah, I'll hold on to it.
I have a pocket.
Oh, well, then stick it in your pocket.
Actually, I want to throw it away.
You just want to throw it away? Well, we can do that. Oh, you saving it for...
I'm not throwing it away.
You throwing the whole thing away?
Yeah.
All right, here, we're going to make a declaration right now, Jericho is. His last can of chew, and he's going to go throw it in the trash. He's saying he's done. He's done in Philadelphia with all of the nicotine, with all the chew, with all of the tobacco. He's done.
I haven't been making it through the whole chew anyway, so I've been spitting them out about halfway. They're not tasting good anymore.
Well, when I get back home, Renee, I'll be able to show you my kitty cat, but...
She's been missing the cat and the dog. I think she misses her Xbox more than her cat and dog.
Well, that's very awesome of you, DB. I'll make sure he knows about that.
Thank you, DB.
All right, you ready to head over?
To the, well, yeah, I want to go to that.
The Liberty, yeah.
That and then the Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to get up.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
My Don says my Xbox misses me too. Oh my God. I brought my Switch along and I still haven't even played that bitch. I've been just too busy doing shit.
And if I figure it out, there's a video of me doing virtual reality for the first time, and it is hilarious. I wish you guys could see what I see. Is there a way to live stream?
Talk to Don. Don knows all about how to do that.
Don, is there a way to live stream what I see? Like,
you can put what you see up on the television, and then I'm assuming that could be streamed through Twitch.
oh my goodness. Oh my God. We got to live stream what I see when I'm, oh man.
Where are you going, Jared?
I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to cut through the grass.
No, you see, I think everybody's starting there, and you gotta come down.
Okay. But yeah, it's amazing. The virtual reality, I didn't know if I could do it because I have amblyopia, but it was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. Bunch of kids going that way. It's like the end of school field trip, something or another. Just think, that's where they signed it. Like, just think. That's where America. I was in the oceans off India. Independence Hall.
What a beautiful sight. I never thought in my entire existence that I'd be able to get out here to see any of this.
Can you grab the blue one? Squeezing it. DB, you are definitely family.
I don't even know you yet in person, but I already love you. Can't wait to see you.
She's definitely fun in person. It just sucks you won't be able to see her rip her bong. Okay, so this is where the president's house was.
I read it. Presidents Washington and Adams lived on this site in the 1790s when Philadelphia served as the nation's temporary capital. Both presidents worked to preserve the freedoms won by the American Revolution while accepting that nearly 7,000 people of African descent remained enslaved in the new nation. At his Virginia plantation, George Washington oversaw more than 300 enslaved people, none of whom served in his Philadelphia household. John and Abigail Adams never owned enslaved laborers. Hired servants, included free and possibly enslaved African Americans, performed daily tasks in the Adams household. The house that once stood on the site was torn down in 1832. In 2007, archaeologists exposed foundation walls outlining the location of the kitchen and adjoining basement passage where enslaved and free servants toiled for the Washington family. Nearby remnants of a bow window revealed an addition to the state dining room. Public interest in the site and its history, supported by the city of Philadelphia, led to the creation of this exhibit. The enslaved men and women and children who lived here reminded us of the paradox of liberty and slavery in our nation's history.
It's really bright. And that's what this is?
The Liberty Bell.
So you go in down here.
Yeah.
And then you get in line down here. Hurry before all my kids.
You want to be behind me?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be behind them.
Where you guys from?
Wisconsin, Illinois.
Illinois, cool, man. I got you a lot, completely different. Once again, guys, you're eating, you're drinking, you're chewing on.
Do you Pokemon?
Yeah.
There are a lot of them.
Shit, yeah.
A lot of good ones.
I've got a brand new one.
Grant.
No, hang on, I'll show you. I got a clay doll.
Guys, have any questions?
I mean, look at all the Pokestops and shit just here.
That's not fair.
Nerding out Pokemon for a minute, so
Yeah, we're nerding out over here.
God, this area is all taken over by blue. Blue must be there.
I suppose I could switch the camera around. So, how is everybody's Wednesday doing?
I think. What is today? Today's Thursday, Jack.
Is today Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay, how's everybody's Thursday going? I can't believe we've been on the road since the 18th. So we're going live in 7 hours.
Yeah. Is that a new one?
Yes.
Yes. Red team all the way.
Can you pin DB's comment?
Which one?
Oh, it is pinned. Framley.
Yeah.
It is pinned, isn't it? Okay, so she got a map.
I'll just take a picture of it.
Good idea.
Yeah, see, I had a map on my phone, and then I lost service, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, details.
Yeah,
Like-
they have them in the visitor center.
there.
Yeah.
When you first walked in.
I guess I was just like, I didn't even see.
That's good. Just nice.
Yeah. First one? On the left? Yeah.
It's far for a walk, it's not far in a car. It's not far by
See, DB says red, we want red. No, see, we're talking about Pokemon.
But it counts for that too.
Yeah, that's so, a lot of these Scandinavian. Oh, yeah, that's not today. The reason we have the American
Blue's my favorite color, except for when I vote. I did stay at the Biden, what is it called?
Information. Biden Information Terminal or something.
Yeah,
It looked like a mini mall.
It was a mall. No, I will say that it was pretty cool. No open containers of food or beverage. Was a good thing that my sodi is closed.
If you look on the City Hall, each side of the City Hall, one side.
No restrooms.
I downed it so it wasn't open. Oh shit, guys, it worked.
What are you doing?
I got it to work. Facebook went to work again, so now it's gonna get 2 different view options.
Oh, she's live on Facebook. Some guy has Seth Rogen's laugh.
Well, it's not Seth Rogen.
Is there a garbage can?
I'll just hold it. Oh wait.
Melon
I
sector?
will need you to come all the way up, folks. Yeah, go.
Do you want to be an adult? Oh, you can be the adult.
No, you can go in. I'm gonna come in. But as soon as you get in, there's gonna be like a little museum box with all the cakes. See a little roll. See a little box in there.
It's like going to TSA, guys.
All right, we're going through TSA, guys.
Yeah, it's
So you guys are gonna go through security here.
I noticed there was no open container, so I drank it and then. Sure.
Hi guys, pay attention, we're going to security, no eating, no drinking, no chewing gum, no eating your pockets, no bag your jacket.
We're live.
All items in your pants pocket, jacket, bag, and belt will go through security. Put your cell phone, wallet, and keys inside your jacket or inside of your bag. Your jacket, bag, and belt will go through security. Thank you.
Hold that a minute.
It's religious. Medical. I got it.
Okay.
All items in your pants pocket, jacket, bag, and belt will go through security. Cell phone, wallet, and keys. Place your bags the rest of the
Have fun in the X-ray machine. We're live. Huh?
Do you guys have fun going through that?
How was going through the X-ray machine? Bud the Destroyer said, "We loading and unloading in the white zone only, please."
Alright. We'll get ahead of this.
All right, now we're gonna.
Proclaim liberty throughout all of the land unto all the inhabitants thereof. Liberty Bell is a symbol of the American Revolution. It is a relic of the nation's beginning. It has inspired and challenged visitors, especially in times of crisis. Its outline, familiar through the world, conveys the idea of the continuing expansion of liberty to new peoples and into the aspects of life.
I'm making Jessica read from YouTube.
I'm not wanting to record this.
Yeah, we're trying not to. Wow.
Terribly crap.
Wait, it's a walk. Yeah.
We were lucky enough to get a small fragment of it and shall keep it in sacred memory. The Liberty's Bell popularity as a symbol of the American Revolution inspired the creation of personal mementos. People prized the metal fillings produced during the 1846 attempt to repair the bell. Made with Liberty Bell metal, souvenirs to wear or to display were given as gifts to the government officials and sold to the public. Gold shirt studs containing a piece of the Liberty Bell, late 19th century, loaned by the Atwater Kent Museum of Philadelphia Historical Society of Pennsylvania collection HSPR 9152. Gold and enamel brand Army of the Republic watch fob containing a piece of the Liberty Bell, late 19th century. Wood and ivory walking stick containing a piece of the Liberty Bell, wood removed from the frigate Alliance, mid-19th century, loaned by the Atwater Kent Museum of Philadelphia Historical Society. Pieces of history right here, guys. The Liberty Bell's famous gap, often called a crack, and running from the lip toward crown, makes it instantly recognizable. That gap is really the result of an attempt to fix a thin crack that destroyed the bell's tone at some moment after the American Revolution. Exactly when that crack developed is lost to history. The repair work dates to 1846. It failed as the bell rang for George Washington's birthday anniversary. The original crack reappeared and lengthened. It zigzagged up toward the top of the bell, silencing it, at least physically, forever. The bell rings, and I must go among the grave ones and talk politics. The State House bell occupies a special but practical place in the life of Philadelphia. The bell performs significant duties. The bell summoned members of the Pennsylvania Assembly, like Benjamin Franklin, to meetings. It joined a chorus of bells throughout the city that announced noteworthy events like the coronation of King George III. As discontent increased before the American Revolution, the bell called citizens to protest parliamentary oppression. Contrary to popular belief, there is no evidence that the bell rang on July 4th, 1776 to proclaim independence. In fact, by 1776, the heavy bell, swinging and vibrating with sound, threatened to topple the rotting house. In 1777, just before the British captured Philadelphia, patriots removed public and private valuables to safety, including the State House bell. Before the British took Philadelphia, a wagon hauled the state bell to Zion Reformed Church in Allentown, Pennsylvania, for safekeeping. The Patriots had carried off almost everything that they had thought might be used for the duty. Besides what they apprehended might be wanted by themselves, which they took chiefly from their slaves, and such as least favored them, as blankets, carpets, clothing, etc. They likewise took away all lead and leaden pipes and all the bells in the city except one, and they drove off with them about 4,000 head of fat or feeding cattle from the island of meadows around the city with most of the horses they could get, leaving the city and remaining inhabitants in much strait and destitute. They likewise cut the banks of the meadows, island, etc., and laid them under water, having seemingly done all the mischief in their power before their departure, except burning the city. The 2,000-pound State House bell was surprisingly fragile. The bell, like other bells of the time, had inherent flaws. Its unstable mix of metals made it brittle. The bell first cracked soon after arriving in Philadelphia in 1752. The Pennsylvania Assembly twice hired local craftsmen John Pass and John Stowe to recast it. After years of service, the bell cracked again sometime in the first half of the 19th century. Workers fixed it by drilling the hairline fracture to widen the crack and accept remedy. The repair worked only briefly in 1846 when the crack extended. The city retired the bell from active use. The Liberty Bell is one of the nation's sacred relics, preserved as a tangible link to the struggle for freedom that created this nation. Such hallowed objects are often located at the sites of pilgrimage like Independence Hall, their power made evident by people gathering in their presence. The Liberty Bell has been an inspiration for patriotic sacrifice in times of national crisis. The bell has also been an active symbol for those convinced that their cause is rooted in the ideals of liberty. Why are we fascinated and moved by the Liberty Bell? Perhaps because the bell embodies one of the cherished cornerstones of national identity, the idea of liberty. Abolitionists in the 1830s gave the State House bell a new name, Liberty Bell, recognizing the contradiction between the ideals of the Revolution and the reality of more than 4 million enslaved people. Slavery had existed since the founding of the colonies and had grown more evasive and oppressive before the Revolution. The language of the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal and have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, inspired some of the revolutionary generation to advocate the end of slavery. The anti-slavery movement found a home in Philadelphia, especially among the Quakers. After 2 years of debate and revision, the Pennsylvania legislature passed the Gradual Abolition Act of March 1st, 1780. While the act liberated no one immediately, the spirit of freedom persisted. Philadelphia, the nation's capital from 1790 to the 1800s, was home to a vital free African American population. 2 of President George Washington's house slaves found shelter in that community. Owning Judge, Martha Washington's maid, and Hercules, the household cook, fled to their freedom in 1796 and 1797 respectively. The president's house stood on the lot adjoining this Liberty Bell Center until 1834. The hope for some that the ideals of the American Revolution would be extended to all was disappointed. The Fugitive Slave Act of 1793, as well as a series of state laws, tightened the bonds of slavery. As slavery expanded across the nation, abolitionists drew renowned inspiration from the Bell's inscription, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land, unto all the inhabitants thereof." They claimed the old bell as their icon. They named it the Liberty Bell.
So, did you know that the Halifax Resolve was signed in April 12, 1775 in Halifax, North Carolina, prior to the signing in Philadelphia, which was the rising of the Scots in the South against the unruly tax by the English. And that is what actually led to the grouping and the fight up here.
Well, I did not know that.
There's a show on Netflix that I'm going to send you that's really awesome, based in North Carolina. It's
Ring
really
loud,
awesome.
holla bell, ring it long.
Renee shared that.
Thank you, Renee. Through the wide world, let it tell that freedom's strong, that the whole world shall be free, the mighty proud, that the proud shall bend the knee, the haughty proud. Ring, ring the mighty bell in the storm, brothers it shall herald, welfare, freedom's form. Ring in southward till its voice for slavery toll, and for freedom's waking touch rejoice, both limb and soul. Ring it o'er the Negro's grave, ring it deep, its tones are sacred to the slave in freedom's sleep. Ring it till its startling tones thrill young and old, till despots tremble in their thrones and their blood run cold. Ring it till the slaves be free, wherever chained, till universal liberty for I be gained. Ring it till the young will rise to freedom's fight, spring gladly toward the kindling skies, all cloth in light. Ring it in till the vows are set, be torn away, till every man is God's elect and the downs of Christ. Ring it and the world has heard, and felt at length, every living soul be stirred and clothed with strength.
All right, so you have somebody in your life.
Hey, Kaz.
So, Keith, we have a poll going on YouTube. Should we climb rocky steps? It's at 50-50. We need your vote. Should we climb rocky steps? Yes or no? You say yes, you say no. That's the answer, because I'm killing the poll with your vote.
Many men and women, black and white, came to see the Liberty Bell as a symbol of struggle to abolish slavery. Slavery dramatically expanded in the early years of the new republic, spurred by new technologies that increased profits and cotton production. In response, a more militant abolitionist movement arose during the 1830s, which emphasized the rule of law No, it just lights up.
Did he vote?
No. Following the Civil War, the Liberty Bell became a symbol of national reunification at the same time as civil rights were systematically denied to people based on their color. During the era of Reconstruction, following the Civil War, legislation in the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution attempted to bring about the new version of freedom. Envisioned by President Lincoln, within a decade, however, African Americans often sought to violence arbitrary use of law and sought to exercise their rights. As the Liberty Bell becomes collected,
I don't know what I just did. Excuse me. Tiny little tin figurines. Plates. Ceramic plate, cardboard fan. All right, I guess we're gonna have to flip a coin.
Tell Don to do it if he's still watching.
Bud the Destroyer, flip, puff or pass. Puff it or pass, Don.
He doesn't have to puff or pass, so just...
All right, just flip a coin. Look at that chair.
The Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States is national the home of the Liberty Bell for over 2 centuries. They offer the world emergency freedom and echo of the most powerful inscription, proclaim liberty throughout all the land out of all the inhabitants thereof. Why do people from around the world choose to visit the Liberty Bell? Why does this now silent bell resonate so directly with visitors in so many lands and cultures? Perhaps the great strike of the Liberty Bell is the way it symbolizes the never-ending quest for freedom and the need to remain forever vigilant, for liberty's gain can also be lost. This is the enduring message of the Liberty Bell embodies for all Americans and for our fellow citizens of the world.
All right, YouTube, it looks like we're climbing rocky steps.
Oh my God.
We're gonna be playing Eye of the Tiger on repeat for about 3 hours because my fat ass is gonna be going. Can we take a break now? Can we take a break now? But we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna quit. But I ain't running, I'll tell you that much. You guys wanna see an x-ray of the bell? This is actually pretty cool. Oh, I'm definitely, I don't do anything quick. I'm gonna walk up there, I'm gonna take a few steps, sit, take a few steps, sit. All right, so this is the bell casting. That's right, like the turtle. Turtle in the hare. I'm gonna win this race because my fat ass don't go nowhere fast. But this is the bell, the casting. Like,
why are we so fascinated by the Liberty Bell?
This isn't zoomed in.
Fragile bell that draws so many here.
That's my finger. Here's my pinky tip. That's the tip of my pinky. So here's the raised letters on the tip of my pinky.
A bell with a biblical inscription for the State House in Philadelphia. Originally called the State House Bell, It would later be known by a name familiar to all.
Let the bill be cast by the best looking, with the following words well shaped in large letters on them. Proclaim liberty throughout all the land to all the inhabitants thereof.
The bell was often rung to summon members of the assembly, like Benjamin Franklin, to meetings.
The bell rings and I must go among the great ones and talk politics.
It also rang to inform citizens of important announcements in the State House Square. And until
We're going to see in a minute.
They celebrate a holiday we still celebrate every year. It's President's Day, right? They commemorate Washington's birthday in February 1846. They ring the newly repaired bell, and it breaks even further. It's been unusable, irreparably broken since. Now we have ceremonies, and they vary every year. Some years it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, some years it's Veterans Day, some years it's usually July 4th, and there's a ceremonial tapping of the bell. I'm talking about photo op, right? No one is hitting the bell to ring. This past year, it was Lieutenant Governor of Pennsylvania posing, with a little felted mallet to ring the bell. Because that's actually ringing. So you guys came all this way from, where are you listening from? California?
Wisconsin.
Italy. So you guys came all this way to see a 2,083-pound broken bell? Right? There are two ways to look at this. If you look at this literally, all this is a broken communication device. No different than if you were to drop your phone and crack your screen. You could put a scrap value on this based on the copper amount, right? You look at 2,000 pounds, roughly, I think it's like 65% copper. You can put a dollar sign on that. Yet, even though it's broken, I'd argue it's louder today than it ever was when it actually rang. Because now it's not just a communication device for Pennsylvania or Philadelphia, it rings around the world, right? Mm-hmm. Clearly, you guys came a long way to see this. And that meaning is not from the crack. The crack just makes it broken in no way special. The meaning comes from the inscription, the words around the top. So I'd urge you, once you get your photos, put your phones down, put your cameras away, walk around and read that inscription. Otherwise, you're not seeing a symbol, you're looking at a broken bell. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Because now we have to talk about it, it gets fun.
What's the same size as the one in the
Not at all. A centennial bell, so again, 2,083 pounds. 13,000, 6.5 times larger. Why so big? Why 13?
13 original colonies.
Original colonies, original states. They've got different birthdays. This bell was made in 1753 when we are happy members of the British colonies. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary of William Penn's charter. That's made, and it rings the first time on July 4th, 1876. What are we celebrating July 4th, 1876?
100 years.
100 years, our nation's 100th birthday. We made it. We might make it 100 more. Let's celebrate it, right? That's made up in Troy, New York for the centennial. So we creatively call it the Centennial Bell. We're celebrating our independence from Great Britain versus our rights and liberties in the British colony, right? So very big differences. And that has its own special, unique story. 1876, that's just over a decade after the physical human blood loss, the hemorrhaging of a civil war that nearly tore our nation in half. Over 500,000 Americans sacrificed their lives in the United States Union Army to preserve our nation and enable us to abolish slavery. So to commemorate the centennial, they melt down weapons from opposing armies, 4 different artillery pieces, cannons, because field artillery that an army drags around with them are made out of bronze. So are bells. So they take 2 cannons from the American Revolution, a captured British piece of artillery, and a Continental Army cannon. They melt down part of the cannon barrels, the tubes. They take 2 from the Civil War, a United States Army, Union Army cannon, and a captured Confederate Army cannon. They melt them down, mix it all together, pour it in the mold, and we are literally melting down weapons from opposing armies into one symbol of unity. And the biggest difference is the centennial bell still rings every hour. That one still works.
Yeah, we heard that one just a little bit ago. It was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So are you guys doing anything special for the 250?
Absolutely, you gotta come back. And 250 already started, folks. I don't know if you heard the news, but shots were fired a few weeks ago on Lexington Green up in Massachusetts. So if you're a member of Massachusetts or the New England militias, you should have been called out already, and you're gathering around Boston. Coming up next month is the 250th of Bunker Hill. So the revolution's begun. And they'll be gathering here in May of 1775, the Second Continental Congress. So we are hitting it full steam.
And where can people find information on that?
Check the different park websites. And it's a rolling 250, right? Lexington and Concord already happened. Bunker Hill is coming up. We'll be celebrating over the next year and a half. Yeah.
And Philly.gov website, the city's good.
Say that louder. We're live.
Philly.gov website.
All right.
And
And
that's
so feel free to come on up
the
and
city's
join us. You're able to
website.
walk
Okay.
around,
Everything
take
that's
pictures,
going on
ask
in the
questions.
city.
It's a
Okay.
shared space, so you're going to be in our people's pictures in the background.
PHILLY.gov.
And
Okay.
try to smile, be polite.
Can you
be
Spanish and
courteous.
pronounce
If
it?
you have any questions, let me know.
All right.
It's some really old timber, right? That's the really old American elm. Some people ask if they're petrified. Now, petrification takes millions of years, and how do you become petrified?
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to end this one. It's at an hour. And then when we get ready to go to the next one, we're going to start a new live. I can imagine we've seen some definite strange ones. Perfect time to end. The screaming kids are coming. We are going to start on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. DB, I'll give you a call when we get back to the car when I get to the other phone. Renee, I will message you as well. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Love you.